Hello and welcome back to my channel, and we are Monday, and here I am with part 2 of Build a Page. So 2 more kits that I'm sort of going to put together with you today. We did 3 yesterday. Please make sure, of course, you pop on over to Kristin's channel to see the lovely page kits that she put together yesterday and also today. So yesterday we had this lovely quarantined collection that I received from my dear friend Becky from My Creative Life. She sent that to me via Scrapbook Nerd here in Canada, a lovely online shop here in Canada. And you saw me put together some bits and pieces yesterday, and I've already used this now on a layout that you're going to see on my channel on Thursday. But you know, yesterday I was putting some bits of this aside, namely this lovely paper. So this is also one of the cut-aparts, but I sort of loved this paper, and I thought, you know, I'm going to keep that very close at hand. And I also had the photo play, if you remember Heart and Home, the photo play Heart and Home collection out, which I have also used, and it had this lovely paper in it. And then I put these two together, and I sort of like that. Now, there will need to be a bridge because this green is not quite the same, but it's still close enough. So I think I might have to put a little bit of the yellow here. But I do have a sketch because this will be, I think maybe, will this be Wednesday's layout? I think it might be Wednesday's layout, but I have 2 photos. So I think, yeah, you see, I think that might be nice with that. So we're going to have this. This is a background, more than likely, a very nice big chunk of this, sort of in my 1/3, 2/3. And the sketch that we have for Wednesday, I think I can make it work with my kind of design. Pop some of this yellow, a nice strip of that yellow up on here as well. And I have 2 photos. I do have 2 photos chosen, and this is again from Pago. I just put a layout up, was it on Saturday? Pago. And this, and you see, I was doing, this is so many years ago. This was in 1989, and I put a whole album together. Some of these photos have been a little bit difficult to remove because it was, you know, those sticky, you just put the photos and then the plastic on top of them. And it was, I guess, in a way, it was my prequel to scrapbooking because I have the photos, and I actually popped in some journaling throughout that album. Maybe I should show you that. Would you like to see a few pages in sort of my prequel, my 1989 photo album prequel to scrapbooking? Let me know if you would. Leave me a comment down below. Anyway, so my journaling basically is already done because it says Pago in sight. We're going to land on one of those runways, which is right here. And this will be a short 45-minute refuel stop, just enough to find out what time it is. It turned out to be a bit longer than that. I think we might have been there for about 3 hours, but I'm going to use these photos because as soon as I put them on this paper, I loved the photos. I said, you know what, that goes with it, but it needs some brightening up. So these 2 papers will be perfect to brighten the photos up. So I'm going to keep these. And then in my stash, I had these Studio 40 Hello World die cuts, and it seems to be a travel. It's got some of the yellow, it's got some of the green in it. So I think that could be fun. So I'm going to pop that with it. And then I just went into my stash and I found some thickers and some letters. I think were these from Fancy Pants Designs? I think these might have been from Fancy Pants Designs. Now, all of my greens, I guess, are a little bit different tonalities, but I think they will all work. I think to me the key is if you're going to do different shades, do several. If you just do 2, then it will look mismatched. But if you use different, like 3 or 4 or 5, then it looks like you've done it intentionally, which I am going to be doing. So there is page kit number 4. And then for the last one for this edition of Build a Page, I went back into my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I got my Rosie Studios Splendid paper pad out. And I have a photo here too. This is also a very, very old photo. This, I think, is very early, mid-80s, I think. Mid-80s, when my husband and I used to go to Florida around Christmas time. Before, it must have been maybe 82, 83, before I was doing so much traveling for business, because once I started doing all that traveling for business at Christmas, I really just wanted to be home. There was no traveling. But the early years of our marriage, we used to go spend time in Clearwater in Florida over part of the Christmas holidays. And this was a lovely friend of ours. Lou was her name. So that's just a fun little photo. And I went into my Rosie Studio, and what I have a sketch for this as well, because it's going to be one of the 30 days of sketches, and that you know how much I love this paper. And I have some of it left over from the layout that I did for day 11. So I think I'm going to fussy cut. I'm going to fussy cut some of these large floral pieces out. I really, you recall I mentioned that I wanted to do that. So I do think I am going to do that. I have this navy, which I think goes with it. So I might try and put maybe a chunk of that navy. And then let me see, there I have this paper as well. So I think I'm going to need to do the background on white cardstock, do a nice large chunk of this, and then maybe use a strip, maybe a strip of this, and do some fussy cut florals. Now, I also brought in this Sparkle City, not for this side. I brought it in for this side because I might be able to use some of this as well. Although I find that the style, yeah, you see the style of the florals don't go together at all. This is sort of like modern contemporary, big and bold flower, where this is very delicate. So I think not. I might be revising my opinion there. I don't know that I will be doing that. So we'll have to see. I'm going to leave it here for now, but I definitely think I'm going to be using this navy, some fussy cut gorgeous flowers here, and then I'm probably going to have to bring in some cardstock. I have a little bit of white here. Oh, and I have this lovely pale purple as well. Would that be nice to map the photo? Ooh, no, I don't think so. So we'll have to see, but I think we might, I don't know, we'll see. I've got the Simple Story So Fancy. As you know, I had put that with my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I think there are some bits in here that will go perfectly with this layout. And my beloved thickers. So there we go. Oh, yes, and you see now I have this piece as well. So now, I think, let's see. Yeah, I think we might. So if I cut this, yeah, there you go, you see? Here, let me turn this over. Yeah, now you see. Okay, there we go. I think that might be nice with just maybe a strip through here and then some of the lovely florals. Will that be too busy? We'll see. I'm going to put all of that together and we are going to see where we go with that lovely photo and the sketch I have for that day. I don't remember what day it is, but anyway, so there you go. So those are, that's my two last out of the 5 Build-A-Page kits. And remember, from tomorrow, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Kristin and I will be back using those page kits and our 30 days of sketches. I'm combining them. I think she is too. So I will see you back here again tomorrow, of course. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for being with me. Bye for now. Stay safe, my friends.